Good afternoon, Belize. It's midday, and you tune into the news at noon, where we bring you the latest updates from around the country. I'm Misana Cayetano, and here's what's making headlines today. Saint Bite barber charged in Punta Gorda double murder. UDP claims credit as government halts BTL SpeedNet deal. Sea of Life report highlights rising plastic waste across Belize. And the 5 Seas wins top honors for Caribbean climate leadership. These stories and more are coming up in just 1 minute.
Every night, I bring you the stories that matter, delivering the facts with professionalism and heart. As an anchor, my goal is to keep you informed, connected, and engaged with the world around us. But the news isn't just about the headlines. I'm Sabrina Daly, and each week we look on the bright side with stories that inspire, uplift, and celebrate the strength of our community. Join me every night as we uncover stories that inform, inspire, and connect us. I am News 5.
Welcome back. Police have made an arrest in Saturday night's double murder in Punta Gorda town. Investigators say they've charged 25-year-old George Augustine, a barber from St. Bite village, in connection with the killings. As we reported, a gunman opened fire on 24-year-old Louis Barrias and 43-year-old Derek Arnold while the two were socializing inside Barrias' Queen Street home. Both men died on the scene. On Monday, police confirmed they had 3 suspects in custody, and this morning the department announced that Augustine has now been formally charged with 2 counts of murder. Investigators have not yet released a motive for the attack, but the case remains active. Police say additional information will be shared as the investigation continues. The United Democratic Party is holding a press conference today, taking on several national issues, but front and center is the proposed BTL SpeedNet acquisition. Despite the Prime Minister's directive to halt all discussions, Party leader Tracy Teager Panton says the opposition won't back down. She argues it's important for the UDP to keep pressing its concerns, and today's briefing aims to make that case loud and clear.
This is, and it will continue to be, a matter of national importance, which we need to keep in the forefront of the psyche of our Belizean people. This acquisition affects the public's purse. It affects the Social Security Contributory Fund, which you and I don't have the ability to opt out of. It potentially affects telecommunications workers, those who now serve at BTL, and those employed at SMART. It will affect every Belizean consumer and all facets of our way of life. It is our duty then, as the opposition, as your government in waiting, to ensure that we keep this proposed transaction in sharp focus.
And the United Democratic Party isn't shy about claiming a win in the BTL SpeedNet saga. The opposition says the government's move to halt the proposed acquisition and hand the matter over to the PUC didn't happen by chance. According to Panton, it was UDP demonstrations and public pressure that forced the Bricena administration to pump the brakes. She says this is exactly the kind of accountability the opposition has been demanding from day one.
All of a sudden, we need accountability and transparency, and we need to consult, because you, the Belizean people, have stood up for what is right and what is fair and what is just. This shifting, the constant shifting of this transaction begs questions on the approach to valuation. It begs questions on the financing structure for this deal. It begs questions on the future of earnings of this public institution and who should be the beneficiaries of this deal. As it is outlined now, Belizeans are being asked to sign a blank check, not in the public's interest.
Sea of Life has released its annual report on Belize's waste problem, and plastics still dominate the landscape. The group found that 67% of all recorded debris was plastic, slightly higher than last year. Single-use beverage bottles topped the list, with more than 3,400 collected nationwide. Just 10 brands made up 40% of all identifiable litter. Crystal Water, Coca-Cola, and Bellikin Beer led the pack. Despite the numbers, Sea of Life says momentum is building. In 2025, the organization launched a Pride campaign cleanup using the Trash Blitz app, customized for Belize to better track local pollution. They also expanded youth outreach, partnering with Bishop Martin High School and Ecumenical Junior College to bring more students into the fight against plastic waste. In 2026, Sea of Life plans to add more partners and cleanup sites to strengthen national data and action. Founded in 2022, Sea of Life works across Belize and the Caribbean through its More Pride, Less Plastics program, aiming to cut single-use plastics before they reach the environment. Their mission is to empower communities to protect the ocean, and this year's findings show just how urgent that mission is. The Caribbean Community Climate Change Center is earning international praise for its climate leadership. The Belmopan-based institution won top honors at the 2026 UK Belize Climate and Nature Legacy Awards, taking awards for policy and governance impact and innovation in climate action and diplomacy. The ceremony highlighted the center's work in strengthening climate resilience across the Caribbean, from government ministries to community partners. The 5Cs says the award reflects the power of regional cooperation and turning climate policy into real on-the-ground results. Executive Director Dr. Colin Young thanked the UK for its consistent support through the FCDO and the CIDR program. He says the recognition comes at a critical time as global tensions continue to threaten climate ambition. Dr. Young adds that the award underscores the need for strong partnerships, especially for small island states facing climate threats head-on. The center credits its staff and regional and international partners for helping deliver practical climate solutions across the Caribbean. And finally, a terrifying crash on a steep mountain Pine Ridge Road forced the Cycling Federation's second national team prep race to stop early. Several top riders wiped out on the first lap downhill, including Oscar Quiroz, Christopher Waite, Leon Leslie, Roque Matos, Wendell Williams, and Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. All 6 were taken to the hospital with serious rashes, bruises, and fractures. 2 riders remain admitted, Roque Matos, who suffered 5 fractured ribs, and Jocelyn Chavarria Jr., who will miss several weeks with a fractured wrist and ankle. Doctors say Waite and Quiros still need MRI scans to assess their injuries. The Cycling Federation is asking the public to keep the injured athletes in their thoughts as they begin their recovery. That's a wrap for the news at noon, but don't worry, there's plenty more coming your way at 6 p.m. We'll dive deeper into these stories and more. In the meantime, visit greaterbelize.com and follow us on Facebook for real-time updates. And don't miss Open Your Eyes tomorrow morning for fresh takes on today's headlines. Thanks for tuning in, Belize. Stay informed, stay inspired, and have a fantastic afternoon.